Welcome to Astronomy Daily. I'm your host, Anna, and we've got an exciting lineup of space and astronomy news for you today. We're kicking things off with the successful launch of NASA's Europa Clipper mission, a groundbreaking spacecraft destined to explore one of Jupiter's most intriguing moons. We'll dive into the details of this ambitious mission and what it could mean for our search for life beyond Earth. But that's not all. We'll also be discussing Italy's push for stronger European space cooperation, the revival of a space center in Kenya, and SpaceX's return to a packed launch schedule. Plus, we'll look at NASA's decision to extend a fascinating CubeSat mission around the moon and China's plans to boost its space capabilities with a new commercial spaceport. So buckle up and get ready for a cosmic journey through the latest developments in space exploration and astronomy. Let's blast off into today's stories. NASA's Europa Clipper spacecraft is officially on its way to the outer solar system after a successful launch from Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The mission, designed to probe for habitable environments beneath the icy crust of Jupiter's moon Europa, lifted off on a SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket at 12:06 p.m. local time. The launch went smoothly, with the spacecraft separating from the final stage of the Falcon Heavy just over an hour after liftoff. Shortly after, Europa Clipper unfurled its massive solar panels, each measuring 14.2 meters on a side, marking the beginning of its 5.5-year journey to Jupiter. This launch wasn't without its challenges. Just last month, there were concerns about the spacecraft's electronics withstanding Jupiter's intense radiation belts. And Hurricane Milton, one of the most powerful storms to hit Florida, threatened the launch site just days before the initially scheduled date. Fortunately, the spacecraft and launch facilities were safely secured, and the teams were able to proceed with only a short delay. Europa Clipper's journey to Jupiter will be a long one, involving gravitational assist maneuvers from both Mars and Earth. The spacecraft will fly by Mars in early 2025 and then swing back for an Earth flyby in late 2026. If all goes according to plan, it will finally reach Jupiter in April 2030. Once in orbit around Jupiter, Europa Clipper will conduct up to 49 close flybys of Europa, some as close as 25 kilometers to the moon's surface. The spacecraft carries 9 instruments designed to study Europa in unprecedented detail, with a particular focus on the moon's subsurface ocean. Scientists believe this ocean, hidden beneath Europa's icy crust, could potentially harbor conditions suitable for life. While Europa Clipper isn't equipped to directly detect life, it will assess the moon's habitability by studying its composition, geology, and the potential for water plumes erupting from the surface. This mission represents a significant step forward in our exploration of the outer solar system and our search for potentially habitable environments beyond Earth. The data collected by Europa Clipper could revolutionize our understanding of icy moons and their potential to host life, opening up new avenues for future exploration. In other significant space news today, Italy is urging for closer European cooperation in space to better compete on the global stage. This call comes at a time when the space industry is rapidly evolving, with new players and technologies reshaping the landscape. European space agencies and companies are facing several challenges. One of the main issues is the increasing competition from private companies, particularly those in the United States like SpaceX. These companies are driving down launch costs and innovating at a rapid pace, putting pressure on traditional space agencies to adapt. Another challenge is the need for sustainable and reliable access to space. The delay in the Ariane 6 launcher and issues with the Vega C rocket have highlighted Europe's vulnerability in this area. Italy's push for cooperation aims to address these concerns and strengthen Europe's position in the space sector. However, this situation also presents opportunities. Increased collaboration could lead to more efficient use of resources, shared expertise, and the development of cutting-edge technologies. It could also help European countries maintain their competitiveness in areas like Earth observation, telecommunications, and space exploration. As the global space economy continues to grow, Europe has the potential to play a significant role. By working together more closely, European nations can leverage their collective strengths and ensure they remain at the forefront of space innovation and exploration. And while we're talking about Italy, in an exciting development for international space cooperation, Italy has announced plans to revive a space center in Kenya for Earth observation satellite launches. The Luigi Broglio Space Center, located about 30 kilometers north of Malindi, has a rich history dating back to the 1960s, but hasn't seen a launch since 1988. Italy's industry minister, Adolfo Urso, revealed that the center will be given a new, more ambitious mission. The focus will be on launching low-orbit microsatellites for Earth observation, with a particular emphasis on monitoring climate change phenomena such as desertification. This initiative isn't just about launches, though. It's also aimed at fostering education and scientific collaboration. The center will serve as a training ground for local students, industry experts, and scientists, further strengthening the ties between Italy and Kenya in the realm of space exploration. The revival of this space center is part of Italy's broader Mattei Plan, an initiative aimed at promoting development in African countries. It's a clear indication of the growing importance of international partnerships in advancing space technology and addressing global challenges. This project underscores the evolving landscape of space exploration, where collaboration across borders is becoming increasingly vital. As we continue to push the boundaries of what's possible in space, initiatives like this one in Kenya will play a crucial role in expanding our capabilities and understanding of our planet and beyond. Now let's take a look at this week's upcoming launches. SpaceX is back in full swing with a packed launch schedule following the Federal Aviation Administration's recent decision to clear the Falcon 9 for a return to all flights. This week alone, we're expecting to see multiple Starlink launches, showcasing SpaceX's ability to rapidly deploy its satellite internet constellation. The company kicked off the week with the successful launch of NASA's Europa Clipper mission aboard a Falcon Heavy rocket. This launch not only marks a significant milestone for planetary exploration, but also demonstrates SpaceX's capability to handle complex, high-priority missions for NASA. Following the Europa Clipper launch, SpaceX is set to resume its regular Starlink deployments. With launches planned from both the East and West coasts, the company is aiming to maintain its record-breaking pace of orbital missions. In fact, if all goes according to plan, SpaceX could surpass 100 launches for the year, a feat never before achieved by any rocket family in a single calendar year. This increased launch cadence has far-reaching implications for the space industry. It's driving down launch costs, making space more accessible for a wider range of customers and applications. It's also pushing other launch providers to innovate and improve their own capabilities to remain competitive. Moreover, the rapid deployment of Starlink satellites is accelerating the rollout of global broadband internet coverage, potentially revolutionizing connectivity in remote and underserved areas. As SpaceX continues to push the boundaries of what's possible in terms of launch frequency, we're likely to see even more dramatic changes in how we utilize and benefit from space-based technologies in the coming years. NASA's Capstone mission, a pioneering CubeSat orbiting the moon, has just received an exciting extension. This microwave oven-sized spacecraft has been circling our lunar neighbor in a unique near-rectilinear halo orbit for over 670 Earth days, recently completing its 100th loop. The mission, which stands for Cislunar Autonomous Positioning System Technology Operations and Navigation Experiment, has been so successful that NASA has decided to fund it until December 2025. This extension will allow for further demonstrations of cutting-edge technologies, including artificial intelligence and machine learning software for detecting anomalies and navigating autonomously. Capstone's orbit is particularly significant as it's the same path planned for NASA's future Gateway space station. This small but mighty spacecraft is paving the way for long-term human exploration of the moon, especially focused on the lunar South Pole, a key target for NASA's Artemis program. The extension also opens up opportunities for collaboration with other lunar missions, such as the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. This partnership could lead to groundbreaking cross-link data collection between the two spacecraft, further enhancing our understanding of cislunar space. Despite its modest size of just 55 pounds, Capstone is proving that sometimes the smallest packages can deliver the biggest results in space exploration. Meanwhile, not to be left behind, China is making significant strides in expanding its space capabilities with plans to build a commercial spaceport at the Xichang Launch Center. This development marks a new chapter in China's space ambitions and reflects the country's growing role in the global commercial space industry. The Xichang Satellite Launch Center, located in Liangshan Prefecture, is set to undergo a major transformation. Local authorities recently signed a strategic cooperation agreement to establish the Sichuan Development International Commercial Spaceport. While specific details about the number of launch pads or types of rockets to be supported are yet to be revealed, this move signals China's commitment to enhancing its access to space. This new commercial spaceport aligns with China's broader goals of promoting its commercial space sector and increasing its overall launch capacity. It's part of a larger trend we're seeing across China, with various provinces and cities introducing policies to attract and foster commercial space companies. The spaceport is expected to play a crucial role in supporting China's ambitious plans for low Earth orbit megaconstellations, such as the Guowang and Qianfan projects. It will also provide much-needed launch facilities for the country's growing number of commercial space companies developing reusable, medium-lift launch vehicles. China's launch rate has been steadily increasing over the years, with plans to reach around 100 launches in 2024. This new commercial spaceport will help meet the demand for greater access to launch facilities and contribute to China's goal of becoming a major player in the global space economy. As we see this development unfold, it's clear that China is positioning itself as a formidable competitor in the commercial space race, challenging established players and reshaping the industry landscape. And that brings us to the end of today's episode of Astronomy Daily. We've covered a lot of exciting developments in space exploration, from NASA's Europa Clipper mission to Jupiter's icy moon, to Italy's call for increased European space cooperation, and China's plans for a new commercial spaceport. These stories highlight the ongoing global efforts to push the boundaries of our understanding of the universe and expand our presence in space. As we look to the future, it's clear that international collaboration and commercial innovation will play crucial roles in shaping the next era of space exploration. Remember, you can stay up to date with all the latest space and astronomy news by visiting our website at astronomydaily.io. There, you can sign up for our free daily newsletter and catch up on all our back episodes. Don't forget to follow us on social media too. Just search for Astro Daily Pod on Facebook, X, YouTube, and TikTok. This is Anna, signing off. Thanks for listening to Astronomy Daily, and keep looking up.